Hi, I'm Teddy Burriss, your LinkedIn strategist and trainer. And the question I got just a little while ago was, Teddy, how do I take advantage of the people who viewed my LinkedIn profile? That's a really good question because views of your LinkedIn profile are a huge part of your branding, a huge part of people discovering who you are and what you can do. So being able to know who viewed your LinkedIn profile is an added plus to this whole concept of people looking at your profile. So from the home page, you can see it's right here, who viewed your profile, and I'm down to 2960 right now. I'll click on that. You can see I've been as high as 337 a week, and now I'm down to 211 a week. Not sure what the transition is. It may be because I have not been engaging as much, so I need to go back to work on that, getting into engaging conversations with people, which, by the way, engaging doesn't mean sharing. It means jumping to conversations. But anyway, we'll talk about that another day. For right now, I want to talk about what do I do with the people who viewed my profile. Now, let me give you a piece of information that's important. First of all, if you're not paying for LinkedIn, you will only be able to see the last 5 people who viewed your profile. Repeat, if you're not paying for LinkedIn, you're only going to be able to see the last 5 people who looked at your profile. And it's typically going to be a box like this, these 6 boxes on one area. And what you're going to have is you're going to be able to see 5 names. And I think it's typically this box down here that says, Teddy, you may want to upgrade to a premium version of LinkedIn so you can see the people over the last 90 days who viewed your profile. Now, do not pay for LinkedIn just to be able to see profile views. I got an answer for you in that. So if you are getting 450 profile views every 90 days, then on average, that means there are 5 people a day who are looking at your LinkedIn profile. So this is changing. You can see this is down to the minute. 2 minutes ago, a real estate broker. 21 minutes ago, this Tiffany Williams. An hour ago, 3 hours, 6 hours. But I'm getting a lot of profile views. But again, if you're only getting 450 profile views every 90 days, which means the number is right here, is 450, then for the most part, that means 5 profile views a day, which means you should be able to see them all. Now, let's say that number is not quite that average, and then maybe one day you get 10. So check this out. If you look at it first thing in the morning, or let's say you look at it before noon, then you look at it again before 6, you're going to be able to see more people. Do not pay for LinkedIn to be able to see who's viewed your profile in the last 90 days. It's not worth it, especially if you're only getting 450 or less LinkedIn profile views. So now that we understand that, let's talk a little bit about what we can do about it. So a real estate broker with Leonard Reidenberg look at my profile. Well, it doesn't tell me enough. If I click on that, it's going to look at the company, Leonard Reidenberg, and it's going to give me all of the 8,000 people who work for that company. I'm in LinkedIn search here, so this might take a little bit more work to do. I might need to go to location, drive it down to 58 people. I might need to go to connections, first level. Maybe it was a first level connection. I have 8 of those. Maybe not. So I may not be able to figure out which one of these Leonard Reidenberg real estate agents looked at my profile. Maybe I can based on other conversations, maybe an email address, maybe a networking group, et cetera, et cetera. But sometimes it's not easy to do. Let's go back to the list. So here's a lady named Tiffany Williams. She looked at my profile. Now, she's a healthcare revenue cycle leader. Don't know what that is. But again, maybe I'll bring up her profile, look at her profile, figure out who she is, and maybe there's relevance that would denote the opportunity to connect with her. Maybe I can discover what she's trying to do, that I might be able to help her, et cetera, et cetera. Do research. Here's a gentleman named Ugo. He's in an executive mentor, manager, director, consulting, helping, and I'm not sure what. I don't want to bring their profiles up because that's showcasing people's total profile. I don't have permission to do that. But again, I'll go to his profile, I'll look at it. I'll try to figure out what the relevance is, try to figure out why he's reaching out to me, et cetera, et cetera. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe I should look at him further. Maybe I should look for an opportunity to connect with him. Do your research on who looked at your profile. Marianne Carter, business development executive for ETS. Now, I think I know why she looked at me, because I engaged with Engineer Tax Services a few days ago, and maybe she just discovered that engagement. Maybe what I need to do is, again, bring her profile up, do some more research on her, maybe send her an invite to connect, maybe look for an opportunity to have a conversation. So that's what I recommend you do. Do research. Figure out who they are. What's the relevance? How can you help them? How could they help you? Should you connect? Should you engage beyond LinkedIn, et cetera, et cetera? Do research on who looked at your profile. Hey, before you go, I just want to remind you about a program I put together. It's a LinkedIn Mastermind group that's focused on doing LinkedIn support, training, and coaching. I built it in Facebook, and what's called an educational group that has units that allows me to put lots of great content and continuously put new content in there. I created the group to train individuals who want to get more value out of LinkedIn, to train sales trainers who want to train on LinkedIn, train the trainer kind of programs. There's lots of content. There's lots of opportunity to engage / ask me questions anytime you want. And every other Friday, I'm going to do a live LinkedIn coaching session for all the members of the group. So I encourage you to go check out burrissconsulting.com/group. And if you're interested in that, if you have questions about it, feel free to message me, ask me any question, because I love to help people learn how to use LinkedIn appropriately, and I'd love to help you more.